Because with what I did...
Yeah, you got to speak into the microphone.
Because with what I did... I mean, you can go back and look 2020 hindsight and say Evan had a bad draft because he traded all his picks. But with what I had to work with, which was like, what, a third? I don't even know if I had a third. 2 fourths, 2 fifths, and a sixth. I think I came out pretty well with what I was looking to do for this year. I got Hurts, that's just throwing. That's a lottery ticket right there. If Hurts somehow gets a starting quarterback job, that's big for me. But I'm looking at it going year to year right now because I did trade those picks. So I'm behind because my all-out move to try to get a championship was the Luck trade. Obviously, that blew up in my face. But right now, I'm going to have to take it year to year for a while until I can accumulate my picks back. And then I can... So you can talk shit about my team for the future.
You keep getting rid of picks.
Yeah, you gotta keep them.
Picks now. I've kept them. I've got 2 full drafts now.
But
next year's I gave away 2 drafts to Drew for Luck. And now, not this coming draft, but the draft after that. So I have... Because we go 3 years.
Do you have a first-round pick this year?
No. This will be what Drew took. I had a first-round pick 2 years ago during the Luck trade because I traded Evan Ingram back to Drew for a first-round pick, and I took Hawk. And I got, like, Jalen Samuels and something else during that meal. Because I was trying to get a backup for Connor.
We're starting out hot. The show hasn't even started yet, and he's defending his team.
I know.
I thought we were just talking. I didn't know you were going to do an intro.
Maybe I do have an intro. Maybe I don't have an intro.
Well, some of them
do,
and then some of them don't.
Huh?
Do you have an intro?
I do, but I forgot to print it off, and so I hate that I have my computer, so I might not just do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
You know, this mask is getting awfully hot, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it off.
Can you breathe in there?
No.
I have to wear one at work. When I
think everyone does.
Yeah.
I sit at my desk, and if they move me like downstairs for some reason, so I'm like next to the printer room. So the woman who does documentation for all these cranes, there's a computer in there that she has to use sometimes. So when she pops in, I have to throw it on because it's like not 6 feet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then when I walk around the floor, I have to throw it on, but I don't have to sit there all day with it on.
When I was on
I just wear bandanas everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
I got like a cloth. I had one of those like N95s or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those were just. I don't like the rubber. The rubber digs into your skin.
I've never worn anything other than a bandana.
Oh,
I have like a cloth.
I got a cloth one that I like.
There was a company that sent me one. They're like, here you go.
That's where I got this at. The union gave it to us.
Union. You union man?
Yep.
All jobs matter.
Union.
But
I support
when I was
the
in the
union.
control
I'm
center, I
management.
didn't have to wear it. Like as soon as I got into control, I could just take it off. No one would say anything.
Well, welcome to the show. We're jumping right in. We have Brandon Weatherholt and Evan Joes here.
Howdy.
We're going to be discussing fantasy football, and I have a couple questions for you. I Googled 4th grade test questions, and I will have some for you.
I only learned at a 3rd grade level.
I think I'm the most recent to be in school here, so that might be an advantage.
Probably.
Oh no, Coop was in there for a while. Because I graduated in 17, a year after Josh did. So.
Well, for me, I would have to quote Billy Costigan and say "School's out." That was supposed to be my 8th grade song, and Justin Schaefer was going to play the guitar for it, and Miss Wilt read the lyrics, and it was about blowing up a school, and she didn't want to do it, so we didn't have an 8th grade song. I hate that my computer's right here. I should have done.
Are we doing the 4th grade questions?
No, I mean we could start with that. I was gonna ask you.
Let's go with fantasy.
You're gonna splice in my team defense.
I mean, it's all gonna be edited.
Yeah.
But we might start with your just coming out and defending your team before anything ever happened. Brandon, how does it feel when champions like Kyle, Drew, and Connor deny one of your championships as a championship?
I mean, it hurts a little bit, not going to lie.
Because it doesn't count.
It does count. We're all in a...
It's on the trophy.
Yeah, it's on the trophy.
But now Connor recently is trying to say, we got to take it off the trophy. Or someone said that in the chat.
The one definitely should not have an asterisk next to it because we all played by the same rules. There was no disadvantage or advantage.
the fuck is
And now
going on?
there's a chainsaw going on in the background.
Like me to close the door.
I'm one of your deniers. I will vote against your championship, and I was part of the league then.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the league, but I like to deny
You're just salty
anything.
that you haven't won
That's
yet.
not me from someone.
Yeah, I am. I'll win, and if I don't, I will just know that it will slowly kill me throughout life.
Yeah, yes, it will. Always be, not even second best. Like
So
third
if I
best.
paid you $250 to run a half marathon, would you pay me $500 if you didn't finish it? It's a good deal.
I feel like if
That
you
is a
do a
good deal.
punishment of some sort, people might make it a half asterisk. Maybe
But
not
see
a full.
that
Yeah, you
does
might get a
that-
half
Is that
one.
250? Is that me with putting the 100 into it, or however much it costs?
Oh,
run the
to
half
pay for the
marathon?
actual half marathon?
true.
I'll pay for the half marathon.
There's gotta
Plus
be free
the
ones.
200.
Plus the
250?
250 if you finish it.
I would,
And I will get, you can't just, it's not going to be an all day thing. Because, like, anyone could
Oh.
walk 13 miles
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
all day.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you can.
Well, not run. I'd probably end up walking.
Yeah, you could walk. I'll give you, like, what's the average pace to walk? I'll give you, like,
No idea.
5
5 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours to walk 13 miles.
I think that's pretty fair.
I would do that.
You would pay Brandon $250 to watch him walk for 5 hours? I wouldn't do that.
I would be next to him on the
Plus
bike the
pay
whole
for
time.
the half marathon. So
You could buy a
That's
lot of
true.
stuff with
Or you could just go. You don't
$250.
have to pay. It doesn't have to be sanctioned. Actually,
We could
I would
mark
like
off
it.
on Selma and Old
I would
Springfield.
like it to be sanctioned, just so you could have to deal with the embarrassment, and like people would be at the end waiting for you.
That would be
great.
funny. Get him decked out in some like full spandex suit with some nipple guards so you don't have any chafing. Looking
I don't know
Andy
about all
from the
that.
off- Let it flow.
Do you think you're a good fantasy football owner? Actually,
I
do
do.
you both
I-
think you're a
I-
good fantasy football owner,
I do
or do
have
you
2
just luck into
championships.
shit?
I do have 2 championships.
You
to
have
back
one
me up.
championship.
2.
No, in fantasy in general.
Yeah.
Because I've won a top in our leagues before I joined the dynasty.
Oh,
in our redrafts.
I'm
That's
well,
fantasy in
okay.
general.
I'm
a
talking
good fantasy
dynasty.
football player. I'm
We'll
consistently
talk
in the
dynasty.
playoffs.
This is dynasty's the only thing that
Dynasty,
matters.
okay. I've been in the league 3 years. I've made the playoffs 2 out of 3 years, and the first year I came in, I didn't make playoffs because of points, I believe. So I had the record to get in my first year.
Your first year was what year?
3 years ago, I don't know. Nashville.
Did I
What
make
year
the
was that?
playoffs
I was
that
living
year?
with Josh. That was the 1 year I lived with Josh. So 2017, I think. The season of 2017.
You came in for Timmy's team,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it was the
Yes,
Nashville.
Yeah, Timmy.
Because
Wooden,
I
Russell
got my
Pratt.
team a week before the draft, so I had no preparation, no first, no second, and I came in. I went 7. I've done 7-7 every single year.
You're consistent.
That's what I'm saying. I've
So
never-
do you think you're a good owner?
I do.
I have thoughts on that because I was looking at Brandon's roster, and Brandon top to bottom.
Brandon's roster's right there. We can
I've
get
looked
your
at it.
roster out.
You look at mine. I know what mine is. Brandon top to bottom has arguably a top. I would say he has the second best roster top to bottom, but
You do
the
have a good
owner-
roster. I wouldn't say second.
It's
I'd say
I-
Josh.
I would say
look-
top 3.
Has second.
top
Ah,
to
who
bottom
do you think
from
has
his
top one?
bench to
Me.
his starters.
No.
I'm the greatest fucking
No.
team in the league.
Dude, that's
I'm
see,
listening.
I don't agree with that. But from his starters and his bench, Brandon has a great roster. But I don't trust the owner to put them in position to get wins.
Yeah, you're not.
Brandon, you should be in the playoffs every year.
I know.
But I don't know what the hell happened to you last year.
Yeah, what happened last year?
I couldn't tell you. They just
What'd you
didn't
finish,
perform.
Yeah, Connor finished 6th. So you finished 5th.
Were you
On
in
points.
love last year?
Just didn't perform.
Didn't perform. Oh, I can't give you guys this. It has your jokes on it. I wrote jokes on it.
I thought you already said those in the review.
Well, I
Or
don't.
with
I haven't
Drew or-
said them all. I keep them. Evan is as fluent in fantasy football as Peggy Hill is in Espanol.
Dude, when she gets
now-
lost and or she kidnaps that kid from Mexico, she brings him back to America.
Now this year, I did not like my draft that well. I did like
Well-
the fact that I got some good depth back there, but
I don't like your draft either, but I like your third round, and I've been trying to make trades, and you don't want to make trades.
Drew's the only one who wants to make trades. I
I'll
got
make
thoughts on
trades.
a lot of people here.
Let's go. Let's hear it. We got nothing but time.
No, we can talk about the draft. Like I said earlier, with what I had, I think I had a decent enough draft because I was just looking for vets and flyers on players. I got Van Jefferson. That's a second round.
I like Van
receiver.
Jefferson.
And I think Hurts was just a flyer, and I didn't think he was going to be there, so I took it, threw him on my taxi. We'll see what happens. Because I need quarterbacks, obviously. My quarterbacks is my weakest just based on age for a dynasty league. Because
Yeah.
Rivers has got 2 years max, and Brady's probably got 2 years max.
Rivers is going to train Jacob Eason
now I think Drew Lock is going to have a breakout season. So
this
He
year.
might.
I will say
Anyway,
you have been my
he-
best guess so far.
I don't usually have to use my brain. Yeah, I think he's going to have a breakout
Yeah.
season. He's got a
He had
bunch of
4
talent
good
around
games
him.
last year.
That's
And
what
now
everyone's
he's got
saying.
a bunch of talent.
Alberto.
Got Melvin Gordon back there now.
See, now, that's an interesting scenario with Melvin Gordon, because that kind of goes into my Connor talking points. Because Connor's bench is absolutely god-awful, if you've looked at it. His
Oh,
starting lineup's
let's-
fine.
Pull it up here. Connor's team.
His
Connor's
bench
team's whack.
His bench is filled with nothing but second string, third string running backs, and fourth string wide receivers.
Because
He's
they're
gotta
going
have
to
his
hit.
handcuffs.
He's out here Michael
That's what I'm
Jordan
saying.
gambling.
Gonna
Gonna
he's
get his
set
dad
up for the future,
killed.
but for this year, I think last place is coming down to Connor and Drew. Based
Connor
on-
and Drew.
I think
Hot
that-
take. Last place will be
Obviously,
Connor
you can't.
or
Obviously,
Drew.
you can't take Coop out of it just because he's finished last.
I mean,
but
Coop's
think
got a good
Coop's
team.
roster
Coop-
is
Coop
much
has a good
better
team.
for this year, definitely than those two.
Injuries have set him back some. He always
And
seems to have a
decision
bad luck.
making.
Coop's roster is okay, but he's got a lot of question marks.
Needs quarterbacks. I mean,
Yeah, because quarterbacks are a question, and who knows if we'll even have a season. It's
So
not all
Connor
good.
and I were talking about this last night, and he said there's no way the NFL doesn't, like, there's no way they cancel the season
they'll start it.
strictly because they'll get anybody to play. Like, anyone's going to
We can
risk.
go try out.
Like, yeah, people are going to go. You're going to have Mark Wahlberg out there trying out for the Eagles.
Be a bunch of scabs and replacements.
Yeah, and they will do it. I mean, they did it when when the players were on strike.
Yeah.
And that makes perfect sense because
just-
there will be people that will
It's
go
just
out and
crazy
play.
looking
so
at,
if
'cause
that does happen, are we going to have a complete redraft, like just drafting those people that go out and play?
could you imagine?
I think so that's what I wrote.
would we have to
I-
manage?
yeah,
the
you have to
scabs?
manage the scabs.
The
Like
scabs versus
if you have to
players.
drop, if I have to drop DJ Dallas to pick up
Oh wow!
one of the bartenders from the
that's
brewery.
big- That's
You
a
have to
big
drop him for
drop.
a defense you already tried to do.
That's why I said DJ Dallas.
Now, see, I wish I would have took J.K. Dobbins instead, but
I'm glad you
I
didn't.
will. I
I
will
wish-
admit that. I will
glad
admit
you
that.
did.
Could have trade raped
I know.
Coop, and you didn't for some reason.
No, he wouldn't give me what I wanted.
What did you want? What
He
was the
offered
trade?
Jacobs.
I wanted his first, and well, no, his second, and we're at running back from the Raiders.
This is why I fail.
No, well, here's breaking news: MLB season could end due to COVID.
Thanks, Marlins. Actually, no one cares about the
Well,
baseball
that's
season
what I'm
this
saying.
year.
The bubbles work. NBA is doing fine. Hockey's doing fine. They're all in the bubble. But when you got all these teams flying around, which is going to happen, in the
I
NFL 'cause
agree.
They're not going to bubble.
I know.
MLB went one series, and they've already postponing like 40 games. It seems like.
But
I don't know how you can get the NFL to happen. Like, those players they're gonna spit on, like, they'll spit on each other.
Yeah.
They're not gonna, like, socially
There's going
distance
to be
on the
outbreaks.
field.
There's going to be outbreaks throughout the NFL season. Just
I'm
prepare
surprised
for
there
that.
hasn't been a fight in baseball yet where people are
Well,
doing that.
no,
They were just
yeah,
like
that was so
complaining the
funny.
whole time.
Joe Kelly hit. He was just throwing.
I can't believe he
shit
got
out.
suspended 8 games.
I know that's like 20% of the season.
Yeah.
That's for a 60-game season. You're going to miss 8 games.
another
As a
hot,
reliever, that's probably
another
more
hot
around
take.
4.
I think Kyler Murray is going to have a breakout season as well.
That's not a hot take.
Yeah, he's
Everyone's
good.
saying-
He's gonna have a good.
What you need to worry about is Baker, because if Baker has another stinker, he's out. They're drafting another quarterback.
That is true. And I wasted another first round pick on a Browns quarterback.
You traded up for him because you traded with me.
Because you
I
thought
know.
I was
Hey,
taking
he
it.
had a good rookie year
'Cause
too.
I was gonna take Geis until he tore his ACL or whatever in the preseason. He did it like the
I was
week
gonna
before
take
our
Geis.
Did
draft.
he not have a good rookie year though?
Yeah. Oh, Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
He
a
had a good
rookie
rookie year.
Yeah, he just had a stinker of a
And
sophomore
then
year.
I
We'll
got
see.
Gallup in that trade because I got a second.
Yeah, and you
too.
gave. I didn't realize you gave Drew Gallup.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I want Gallup, and it's not just because he's a Cowboy.
It'll be interesting how that works with CD coming there because one of them's targets is going down.
We'll see.
Amari's, or I don't think Amari's targets are going to go down. CD, if he is as good as advertised, he's going to be their number 2. They have all this talent. They can't put it together to get out of the first round of the playoffs.
I've been watching them my whole life. They used to always just get beat by the Seahawks. I remember when I was a kid, I just watched
Romo fumbling the
Cowboys.
snap.
Oh my God, that was the
like,
Seahawks
yeah, that
too.
was like the first one or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the one year they beat the Lions on that crazy like pass interference call, and then the next week was the Dez no catch.
Yeah.
Which Dez caught it. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I'll put that on record. Dez caught that ball,
I mean, they ruled it.
just like Jesse James caught that ball against the Pats.
Wow, Layla. Oh my God, you got there. She's shedding everywhere. I just vacuumed.
Sorry about that.
You nervously petting my dog?
That's what is nice.
Think I'm gonna be grilling you?
No,
Let's hear it. You say you got all this stuff.
I got some stuff.
I'm-
I talked about Brandon. I think Brandon has a very good roster,
I appreciate that.
but the owner's a moron. So
I do not
I'll say
appreciate
to your
that.
face.
Poor management.
Poor management. You're like the Cowboys. Great roster. Poor management. You're Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett's not terrible. Jason Garrett's not Brandon.
Oh,
He's
whoa,
just-
whoa. Remember, 2 championships.
You have one chance. That's
got
fine.
Jason
Live
Garrett.
your
How
past.
many do you guys have
I don't have any.
combined? How many do you guys have
In fantasy
combined?
history. Yeah,
Well,
you
if
got
neither
one.
of us have any, then combined, we're not going to have any.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Okay.
You know, live.
I know. We're not live.
You
Words and
haven't
put.
won it since I've been in the league, so I don't recognize anything you've done.
Yeah, you're old news.
Yeah.
I'll be
The only
back.
champions are Drew, Connor, and Kyle, in my opinion. That's all I've seen.
I'll be
That's all I
back.
know.
Don't worry.
You'll be back.
Only 4
Connor.
people have won the league, right?
Let's see how Drew, the champion, handles this rebuild.
I don't know what Drew's doing. So, Drew has great quarterbacks. His running backs are young and should be great, and he has no wide receivers. He's going to start 3 tight ends all year. So, I don't know if Drew's going to go for making the playoffs this year. I think he's going to kind of tank, quote unquote, again for another year. That's why I think he's going to
He's
finish
got
last.
4 first-round picks next year.
Well, he had 4 this year, right?
He's got my whole first, second, third round the following year, like 2022. He has my first, second, and third.
That's why I think Drew's potentially finishing last with Connor.
Next
those
year
two.
is going to be a good draft as well.
'Cause I don't think college football's happening at all. I don't see any way college football happens. NFL will push through because there's that much money,
Yeah.
and if they're pros, they don't pay these kids. And
Well,
even if they have it in the spring.
It'll be the universities.
Yeah, and even if they like push college football to the spring, all those top guys, they're not going to play in the spring. They're going to prepare for the draft. Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, they're not playing for Clemson or Ohio State. They're going to train for the combine, and they're going to be top 5 picks. All those cats who are supposed to go first round, they're not. Already, Virginia Tech corner, who's projected first round, he already dropped out. Even if they have it in the fall, he said, "I'm not playing. I'll train for the draft." So it'll
Damn.
be interesting.
That's going to be a lot of people.
It'll be a
It's
good
gonna
draft.
be-
There's a lot of quarterbacks. There are 5 quarterbacks that are going to go in the first round
Good,
next
because
year.
I need to hit on
That's
the
what I'm saying.
quarterback.
I need quarterbacks.
5 out of 8 picks
It's
then.
Fields, Lawrence, something Newman. He goes to he transferred from Wake Forest to Georgia. Trey Lance from North Dakota State, the same place that
He's
Wentz is from.
Is that the freshman that went
42.
42-0?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's good. He's going to get drafted first round. And then there's another kid.
He might have to be a Porta
John.
John. We need to find our new Russell Wilson. Deshaun's going to get hurt.
I think Trevor and Fields are going to be dynamite in the NFL.
DK's
They're
going to have
both
another
so
good season because of Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson's
Russell
gonna
Wilson,
sit
he's
out.
not playing. 100% he's not playing.
Who's their backup? Tavares Jackson?
I don't know.
Tavares Jackson
Well,
still
DK might not have a good season then.
which is great that I have DJ Dallas because he's not going to sit out. Russ isn't going to be throwing the ball. They're going to be pounding the ball. Their running backs are terrible, so we'll give the fourth string guy. Yeah.
Oh, Carson and Penny, the whole champion running back core right there. Kyle's. There's some interesting news this week.
So let's hear your power rankings then.
Going into this year?
Going into this year. Who's winning it this year?
Who's win? Josh should win it.
Josh won't win.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Josh is a CMC injury away from devastation. Like, his roster's good, but his bench has got a lot of he's got a lot of young running backs. Geis, question mark. Josh Kelly, he thinks Josh Kelly's
He's still
gonna be
riding
the
that
greatest thing.
Geist train.
Vince Vaughn is now third string in Tampa Bay. So he needs running backs. So he needs to hit on one of those guys. But if I had to go power rankings, yeah, it'd be Josh 1, Kyle 2.
You're putting Kyle over me?
Just because he's the champ.
Oh, I'm watching the MJ documentary, so this is just fueling me. I'm gonna be making trade. I'm gonna be
personal.
I'm taking this personal this year. This is when I start my three-peat. I'm gonna win 3 in a row, and then retire, and then come back and win 3 more in a row.
Yeah, I'll go
Try to win one first.
Josh, Kyle, you, me, Brandon, just because I'm going to pick myself over you. But I think your roster's damn good, Brandon. You're just dumb.
So you're making playoffs this year.
I've made it the past 2 years. I'll
Yep,
make it again.
fourth place.
Stop living in the past, boys.
Fourth place.
Consistency. I'm going to slide. What's that? That's 5. Coop. And just to piss Connor off, I'm going to put Drew and Connor last.
I mean, Connor's not gonna watch this. Connor can barely sit through a cigarette.
I don't think Connor's roster is good.
His team is not good.
He's like
Look at his quarterbacks.
his ego. He doesn't have a quarterback for a week. His bye weeks are going to be.
He doesn't
hell.
have a
Look at
week.
these-
He doesn't have a quarterback for week 11
His
either.
starting lineup's fine, but if one person gets hurt or he has a bad bye week, it's an automatic loss. His backups are 4th string wide receivers and 3rd string running backs. Philip Lindsay's going to split carries with Melvin. Melvin's going to be the bell cow there, and then Philip will pop in. That was his little gem he found, but he's basically irrelevant now that they signed Gordon. AB doesn't come back. If he gets signed, AB won't be back for 8 weeks. He might be out of the picture by then. Connor might be 0-8. Who knows? 0-8.
You heard it here first.
Le'Veon needs to bounce back big time for Connor. I think his season rides on Le'Veon coming back strong.
It sucks that Le'Veon's kind of taking a shit because I like Le'Veon.
He should have stayed in Pittsburgh. He had it made. They offered him big money too. He just didn't want it, I guess.
He also was getting the shit kicked out of him.
Well, yeah, we're giving the ball 400 times a game.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like,
Well, what, you want to suck or do you want to put up big numbers and maybe have
"Do you want
a
to
shorter
walk when
career?"
you're 32?"
I mean, that's fine. He can just chill with the Jets.
All right, Brandon, let's hear yours.
I'll agree with the first 3. Josh,
Oh.
Kyle, and Dan.
Wow.
And then I'd have to go Coop as number 4.
Coop.
He's got a good team. Barring
roster's
injuries. Barring injuries. And then I'll have to go with myself.
Mm.
And then Evan. And then I
So
would have
Drew and Connor at the bottom of both
Yeah.
of your
I honestly
guys'.
think that's what it's going to come down to. Unless
and then
something
I'll agree with the last two as
happens to
well.
Coop, because something always seems to happen to Coop's
Just
team.
to piss Connor off, just to get in his head a little bit more than I already am.
He who keeps
Or
Connor
maybe
up at
it's like the Tim McGraw song, "Just to See You Smile."
night. Guess who I saw at Shoemakers today?
Who?
Sue Black.
Sue Black.
Yes.
Oh, I just broke my pen.
And she's picking
She have
up
her
some
mask on?
stuff. She did. I
How'd
did
it
too.
go?
We were protecting each other.
Probably the only 2 in Shoemakers with a mask on. You know, most fucking people show up to something prepared. Josh is like, "When I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell." He's the good kid.
About
You
this, though.
should be number 4.
Kyle, he's one injury away from being at the bottom.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm very aware.
That's what I'm saying. If Lamar gets hurt,
But
I don't think he's
he
making the
still has
playoffs.
good wide receivers. His running backs are and Mark Andrews is a great tight end. But
He does
won
have
the
good tight
championship,
ends.
and Kyle consistently makes the playoffs, does he not? I think he's made it all 3 years I've been in the league.
No, he didn't make it last year or
Are you
2
sure?
years. Yeah, he didn't make it.
Oh, he must have been behind.
I think.
I've made it. Last year was, or 2 years ago. You and Connor were in the championship. I lost to Connor in the first round because I had 4 starters get hurt in the first quarter. So they all put up goose eggs in the first quarter, and I don't know who the fourth was. It wasn't Josh.
There was
it
a
wasn't
year
Keith.
I didn't make the playoffs a couple years ago, but
Let's
that's the
just say,
first.
I should
That's the
have
first.
3 champions
We
right,
can look at it
championships
actually
right now.
Oh, yeah.
Connor made a very, very bold move into losing to me at the end of that one season.
Oh, I remember that.
That put me.
Isn't that why he
Yeah,
did that so he
did
could
it so
play
he-
you in
no,
the playoffs?
so he wouldn't play me in the playoffs.
Oh.
He did not want to play me because he was scared.
He doesn't
of
watch
me.
this.
But he lost to me on purpose so he wouldn't have to play me in the playoffs. So I played Drew, who had like 211 points or something like that,
Oh my god.
and beat me.
Connor and Josh are the worst fucking people in this chat. Cause they're both so goddamn annoying. Do you ever get fantasy football advice from prisoners?
No.
Do they know? Are they up to date? On, do
They could
know
be
that-
helping
They,
you.
they do have like fantasy football league. Some of them.
dude, that's
They have a
when I-
fantasy football league in prison?
Yeah,
Prison
because
sounds awesome.
well, no,
Free
not
meals?
like
Free meals?
free meals and fantasy football. Don't
Like,
Don't have to deal with my
they'll-
wife.
yeah. They'll keep track on their own and shit and fucking.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's
That's,
cool.
I
That's
mean,
We need to get a prison league going.
yeah. What?
You need,
What
no, no, no.
if
we need to like
Bet
sponsor.
on
We need to-
prisoners' teams.
We need to sponsor
That
prisoners.
is not going to happen, by the way.
Sponsor prisoners. So, that would be amazing.
That is hilarious.
That's a TV show.
That's a TV show where you bet on inmates' fantasy football teams.
That's amazing.
Oh, Lord. You could befriend them. They might help you. They'll probably manage your team better than you're managing your team.
Ha! Someone's got jokes.
2 championships.
And how many do you have?
I have none.
Hey Dan, let me ask you something. Are you happy being third place all the time?
Sometimes I'm 4th.
I don't want to take bus rides or do stupid shit like that.
I think our punishment is kind of weak because that would be very fun.
It is really weak
I mean,
compared
you're
to
on,
the stuff that I have done in the past.
Well, did you not choose for it to be Frozen? Drew said that you didn't have the choice for Frozen, and I thought you
No, I did.
said Frozen
Yeah.
because it would be more like ice cream.
Yes. I chose
have
that.
somewhere. I have photos and a video from that night because that was like right when I got my.
I thought you
Nikon-
posted it.
No, I can't find it.
Does it have to be mayo? Can it be any condiment?
I mean, I don't.
Can you put the mayo on bread? Can it just be consumed?
I don't know
No,
who decided
I
that.
had to eat it out of a jar. That was
But-
one of the.
But did you ask for? Can I put this on like a sandwich?
You could, I guess,
like it's
eat
getting
it.
consumed.
Yeah, you could
Oh
eat.
well, if I could have done
You
that,
know
I would
how
have got. I
much
would have
you
got
would
some
puke
bologna.
If you just keep
I don't know if
putting
you're
mayo
privileged.
on bread
I would have got some
and eat a whole
bologna. and
loaf of bread and then
Just make
a
a
whole
sandwich
jar
throughout
of
the day.
mayonnaise.
It's better than shitting yourself.
I mean, you're
would
still
vomit.
gonna shit yourself because you're still eating the whole gallon of mayonnaise or a whole jar.
That's got to be like 10,000
Yeah, how many calories is that? Did
I
you
don't
look at that?
I did not, and
I'm
it
gonna
it
look that
really it hurt.
Throw in a bunch of
Wedding season.
2,000
Mask
calories.
on.
I think mayo would have probably been the best one because I don't know if I could have drank a gallon
I
of
could do ketchup.
ketchup or mustard.
Was
I
that
could
what the
do-
other one
I
was?
hate mustard. Well, we're talking about other condiments.
No,
Oh.
we had
Barbecue
the
sauce?
discussion of all the condiments, and mayo was the one chosen.
I wouldn't have done mayo. Barbecue sauce would have been so much easier.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know
Like a
about
mild barbecue sauce. Over
that. I got some
mayo?
in there if you want to make $20. What, the flea market? You ever go to the Springfield flea market?
I do
Carl
not.
Loveless mustard?
No, he's just some old man and it's Carl's mustard. And used to make, he's dead. R.I.P. Carl. All right. Are you boys ready for 4th grade test questions? To
Yeah.
see who's smarter.
Unless
you
you
guys
want
are
me-
always arguing about who's smarter, and now there are 6 questions that
Well,
you
you
can.
need to take it too.
I know the answers.
So we need one for you, Mr. 15 ACT score.
Yeah, I got a 15. I got a 17 the second
Brandon, what did
time.
you get on your ACT?
I'm thinking at 18, but I can't really remember.
I think I'm number 3.
I have a
in the league.
learning disability that's recognized by the state of Ohio. So, All right. So we'll go question by question. Do not answer them out. You can. I almost got folders to put up so you can't cheat.
Yeah.
So question number 1 is, what are the 3 branches of government? Question number 2, the person in a novel who tells the story from a third person's perspective is called what?
I feel like that's a trick question.
Question number 3, what is the longest river in the world? Question number 4, what are the 3 states of matter? That also, I found out today, that has 4 answers because I asked someone that same question at work today. Stumped me. Didn't know there was a 4th, but there is a 4th, but I'll allow 3 because I didn't know there was a 4th. Question number 5, if a train leaves the station and travels 60 kilometers per hour, how much time will have passed when it arrives at a station 300 kilometers away?
Am I allowed to use a calculator?
You can use your calculator, yeah, if you want. I'd prefer on question number 6 if you showed your work. No, you need to have. I need phones on the table.
Okay, well, I'm using my calculator. You said calculators was permitted.
I need phone on.
It's on the table. Look.
Well, you already fucked up because you're supposed to hit clear twice to fully clear the calculator.
See, I took.
Did he?
You said he got busy with the co-ed.
I'm pretty sure. He touched a college girl. I mean, she's a college girl.
She wanted it.
She's a college girl, but he was touching one of his ladies. I say.
I didn't hear you say, don't say anything saucy.
You can say whatever you want. Like, I don't give a
You
fuck.
didn't make a...
This episode is going to be like Brandon's dating history or Evan after 3 boat shows, a train wreck. I can't wait to have someone on my show that isn't an influencer and isn't worried about losing their job for what they say. Holy shit, did you hear what Brandon said about the North Dakota pipeline? North Dakota's a state. Now that I've had my pre-rant show, I'd like to introduce my guests today, Brandon Weatherholt and Evan Joes.
You should have said that.
I was going to say it, but I didn't want to read it, and I didn't want to have my computer. I got out of
I
biology.
flunked CP biology, so
I didn't take CP.
I did too. I almost failed pre-biology in high school. Some of us didn't do any schoolwork at all. Shout out Mitch. I don't know if he watches it. He's my old roommate, freshman year of college. Great time. Hated each other until we moved away from each other. Well, we didn't hate each other, but we weren't as close as we are now. He's my lawyer. He said he wants to do shady stuff, so
I think
you are pretty shady, so
we're going to do shady stuff.
I think you divide here.
I'll collect your homework.
Well, it corresponds with like a story because when I went to Ohio State, I took college algebra. I didn't take any math at Clark State at all. Went to college algebra. Had to take a W the first semester there. Was failing.
I'm
Realizing his answers.
I'm listening.
Retook it, passed it. Then I went into calculus. Took a W in that. Retook it at Columbus State, and then I finally passed it. But I only had to take a little bit of math. But I don't remember any of this fucking shit. But I'm gonna see if this works out.
I don't remember anything from school, so how many did I get wrong? All of them?
I finally feel like a teacher. I went to school to be a teacher.
How did that work out for you?
Well, I took one education class, and I was like, fuck the system.
You see, he's got the answers already looked up, so he didn't know them either.
I made the questions. I mean, I picked the questions. I'll kick you off my show. We're going to go back and listen to how many times you've clicked your pencil today.
Now, did you sanitize this or
Sanitize?
sanitize?
Is that like a sexual Santa?
It is.
Hey, baby, you want to get this sanitized?
Is that where you wear the Santa suit with the hole?
Are you done?
I guess. I don't know what number 2 is.
You gotta answer. Oh,
I mean, trick question.
you answered something that was in the question.
I know, it's a trick question. I don't
Oh
know
my
what it is.
God.
Hold on, okay, I'll put
That might top Brandon.
Did you like that one?
Are you nervous?
I am.
I have a knife in my pocket.
That's why I'm nervous.
Yep. I got one in my shoe, too. What does that say?
God's view.
God's view? Is that how you make your G's?
Is that kind of like God's plan, or
I like that you didn't capitalize the letter G in God. You made it a lowercase g.
He's a myth.
you want to know what my answer
I didn't
was?
think
do,
you
do-
were-
do you want to tell him, Teach?
Yeah. Teach?
What? Yeah. What is the?
That's
third person?
Mr. Black.
Complete blank on that.
Brandon answered water, wind, earth, and fire for the three states
I meant
of
to
matter.
put Earth as first. Earth, wind, and fire.
That would be the elements, Brandon. That would be water, wind, earth, fire. Those are the elements from Avatar.
The longest river is the Amazon River.
I knew it was one of that or the Nile.
We both missed that one.
You
so
guys
I
got
put Nile.
the math question was it equals -56.
Negative. I had like 25 at one point, and then I was like, it's got to be.
You
divisible
got
by something.
I don't even know what's going. You got this first inside outside last
For what?
for the algebra. Oh wait. Oh no, Oh no, you lost. You got 3 of 6.
Give me half for that.
You don't get shit. This isn't Antioch.
Wait, there's 6 questions. There's 5 questions, not
There's
6.
6.
Is there?
1, 2. See, they're numbered too.
What was the third person?
Oh, it's a
don't know.
narrator.
Oh, okay. That's really what they call a third
Yes.
person perspective?
That's the person that speaks the whole
Yeah,
time.
he's telling the story.
So Evan is at the bottom of the smart train.
I know my science.
I do.
Dude, I'm sweating.
I
It's
am.
raining in Pittsburgh.
It's freaking hot as fuck in here.
I'm just sweating.
It feels like the Amazon in here.
Have you ever been? Like
No.
Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Key is to trim your armpit hair. You don't
Ooh.
sweat as much. Or
Trimmer.
Just take some scissors. No, take some scissors and just cut the lengths of them.
Eh.
Straight. Or you can trim them.
I shave my chest
I do too.
once
On
once a
occasion.
summer, once in the winter.
I don't. You want to see?
Yeah, let's see it. Everyone wants to see. Oh yeah, that's you don't shave? Man, I'm gonna have more than you in
When I
a
don't
month.
shave, it's way more than that. Yeah. I shave every now and then.
Now you need to take your shirt off. It's all coming through. Oh, we have everyone. Everyone.
Come on, take yours off.
I don't need to. I got the fucking chest pubes. I'll just unbutton them more.
Because you were talking about taking shirts off or whatever, I almost wore a jersey just so I could have it open the whole time.
You should have. It's gonna be hot. I got this shirt on Target's website for $3.99.
Something I want to talk about. James Conner.
James Conner.
Roll back to fantasy for a little bit.
Let's go. Let's go. It's fancy.
James
We can
Conner.
chat about whatever, whenever, however.
James Conner, obviously, injury riddled, right? We can say that. It's been 2 years. He's missed probably 10 games in 2 years.
He had a 7-game career. I don't know if he actually played
But
7
I
games.
went back and looked. So he got hurt at the end, the last play of the game of Week 8. Through Week 8 last year, he was running back number 9. He was that good. He averaged 13 points a game.
He's
last
no
year.
Derrick Henry.
Through the whole year. Through the whole year, he averaged 13. He was Derrick Henry was 10 in that. What I looked through the first week. So, obviously, James Conner probably won't stay healthy the whole year because it's in it. That's who he is right now. But when he is on the field, James Conner is a top 15 minimum back.
The problem is, you just said win.
Well,
So-
he plays. Last year, he played in.
You need him for the playoffs
He
for
played
sure.
12
so.
games last year. And he
James
played.
Conner isn't going to win you a championship. We recycle in this house, so you can leave it on the old counter.
And I was rude. I didn't even close it.
Let's see what else I got here. Brandon, do you have anything to say? Any jabs? Any?
I think I already gave
Shout-outs?
you enough jabs.
You
but-
got? Oh, you did, baby. Keep jabbing me. I love it when you jab me.
Say, I'll keep talking myself. I think I'm going to do fine for this year. You can talk
For
can
5th
talk-
place, yeah.
No, I think I'll make the playoffs again. I don't have any reason to not think it. If I'm not thinking I'm going to make, why am I playing? If I don't think I'm going to make the playoffs, there's no reason to play.
Well, I don't think Drew thinks he's going to make the playoffs.
I
so-
got.
I mean,
still
Drew,
playing.
if something crazy happens, Drew might.
Connor thinks he is, but he is not.
I would agree with that. I don't think Connor's making the playoffs this year
He
again.
might have the worst team in the league.
I mean, you've said it. You both said it.
Yeah.
Connor has the worst team in the league.
I got the injury bug all last year. All of them hit at the same time, like within a week. Connor,
That
Thielen,
happens.
and Ty all got hurt at the same exact time. So I faltered there. I started off great. I was like 3-1 to start the year, and then guys started getting hurt, and I went a dip, and then I peaked back up at the end of the year, and then obviously playoffs, everyone was hurt. So, but I think I can make the playoffs again. I don't have any fear whatsoever of finishing last. So, anyone who's predicting me last, I don't know where that's coming from.
I
For
don't
this
think,
year,
I don't. No, it's not. You're not going to come in last this year. You're just going to come in last the next 3 years after this year.
Yeah.
you'd think that, but they don't have my picks
Leva,
back.
what
I hit
are
on a
you
few
doing?
quarterbacks. My running backs are young as fuck. Dalvin and Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones will not be with the
Is a
Packers.
monster.
Will not be with
I
the
don't
Packers
care
next
where
year.
he's at. He's gonna dominate
Hot
wherever
take.
he's at.
You want the
You're
guy
not
that
gonna play
throws him
both.
the ball?
I do.
I do not.
We almost traded.
You
we
don't
almost
have
traded me
enough.
Mike Evans a few years back.
I don't believe that I would ever trade Mike Evans.
My first year, you were very close. That was before I traded Tyreek.
How do you feel about that trade?
Obviously, it was wrong. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. It was dumb. But at the time, I needed running back help. And I thought Jordan Howard was a stud. I got some rap lyrics for you to decipher, Dan. You have rap lyrics? Yeah, I got some funny ones. I found this YouTube channel. I don't know if you've seen it before. It is fantastic. And it would be right up your alley.
You're going to have to really edit this down. It's probably over an hour right now.
I just told you that I am winning 3 in a row.
Do you really believe that, though?
Yeah, I do.
Are you willing to make a bet on that?
What kind of bet?
First round picks?
First round picks that I don't win. What are?
That you win. You said you win.
I mean, yeah, but
well,
you
come
gotta
on.
give.
I'll give you my first round pick if you win.
You need the air dryer.
Wow, you got some pit sweat. Gray was a
Dude, I
bad
know, I'm
choice. You're in the Thunderdome now.
Dude, I always sweat. I don't know what it is about me.
So what you missed, Evan, was I just offered to do first round picks if Dan will get my first round pick if he wins at all, and if he doesn't win at all, I get his first round pick.
If I do
That's
win it
terrible
all,
for you.
if
I
I
know.
if I do win
That
it
was
all,
like me taking the field.
you have to.
but he
give,
thinks he's going to win.
You have to give me your first round picks for the next 3 years
If you win,
if I win. But if
See,
I
that makes
don't
more
win,
sense.
then you get my first round pick next year.
how about next 2 years?
3.
How about first round picks
in
and
a
Zeke?
second round.
And Zeke?
That's an amazing deal.
How old's Zeke?
25. If that. I think he's actually only 24. Because I was just talking about this with a buddy, how young Zeke is still.
First 3.
Make it 2 firsts and a second. Split the pot.
What if the NFL season doesn't happen?
Then it wouldn't be.
Then it would be a wash.
Okay. All right. I'm
So
done.
wait, what is this?
I'll write it down.
If you win,
If I win,
you get my first round picks for the next 3 years.
yeah,
If you don't win,
you get my first round pick.
do you have any
Shaking
balls or what? Or should I put in the chat hashtag no balls?
All right, let's do it.
hands? Shake. That is a
Let's go! Don't put it in the chat. People can only find out through here.
That would
Alright.
be good.
This is the only documentation of this.
Can I bet league fees is against the field on you like we did last year right now?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. I don't need. I've already bet.
You're
I've already made my
in
bet.
charge of itself. It's
So
yourself.
okay, so I would pay league fees the following
Like,
year.
no, what we did last
Yeah.
year. You said if you win, you get. I have to pay your league fees, but if you lose, you have to pay mine.
All right,
which
let's
is
do
what
it.
We did last year, so I get the fee. I get the field.
We're gonna be sitting high after this year, boys. I have 2 seconds
But you have
still.
the lower odds. It's major risk on his part, but he has the better odds.
Yeah. I have 2 seconds next year, and I have third. So. All right. All right.
I don't know if I should have did that trade or not because if you win it, I'm going to be pretty salty. People are probably going to let you win now, just so I don't have.
I
three
will
first
say
round.
that we have a
Once they watch this, they're gonna
bet.
minds are gonna be blown.
Yeah, hit me with the lyrics.
The Lil Wayne one you might have heard before.
Okay, let's.
But it is titty fuck your baby mama. She breastfeed your child while I do it.
What? What song is
yeah.
that?
Mamma Mia.
Mama.
Oh, it's off his album Funeral that came out earlier this year, I think.
Oh my.
That's borderline pedophilia.
That we're flirting.
You were looking for offensive ones, so that's
Well,
what I
I'm
looked
not
for.
saying
That's
I'm not
hilarious.
saying yeah, that's amazing. I'm writing that down. I'm not saying necessarily offensive, but like Plies yells, "Let me pour Kool-Aid on you real slow." Like, what? Let me pour Kool-Aid on you real slow. Crazy world, a lot of smells. I'm trying to compile a full episode where you only talk about like vulgar or offensive or just disgusting rap lyrics. That lady is so nice. She loves me.
She's got a big old fluffy tail, dog.
She lives on the house at the end of the
Looks
street.
like a Swiffer duster.
She moved here from California to be here closer to her sister because she retired and her husband died. And our sister lives in Clifton, and she is so nice. She's just like, hi, every time I like walk by.
How are the bugs today?
But I want like gross ass rap lyrics.
Oh,
Like I'm sure Juicy J has some terrible.
go listen to some early Tyler the Creator.
I mean,
Some,
yeah.
Like, back
Got all my black bitches mad because my main bitch vanilla. She trying to get her groove back like Stella. Grab the umbrella.
dude, old Tyler. 'cause
When it comes to your perception of my shit, I'm Helen Keller. Oh, that's great.
old
Stone Temple Pilots have a song called Sex Type Thing. And it's very much about rape. Like it's an awkward song that is very much about rape. Found out last night that Scott Weiland, the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots, was raped when he was 14 years old by a senior on the football team. Blew my mind because we're approaching an hour and a half. Is there anything you guys would like to get off your chest before?
I'm happy to announce I'm gonna have Dan's first round pick next year.
Ooh, I didn't bring up that YouTube channel. Have you heard of All Gas No Brakes?
Have I heard of All Gas, No Brakes?
It's a YouTube channel, and he goes out and does like interviews. You remember the old Kyle Mooney videos where he'd interview people?
Our host just got up.
Kyle Mooney? Yeah. Oh, you do know All Gas No Brakes. Fantastic.
I know him so well that I bought his merch.
I knew that would be up your alley.
I watch all his videos.
Rocket launch?
Yeah. He's pretty
The Flat
incredible.
Earth Society one?
He just released more merch today that I almost bought.
He got signed by Tim and Eric's
Yeah, I know.
production company or whatever. He is
Fantastic.
His videos are so good. Rocket launch.
He's pretty incredible.
Yeah, he makes some good content. Yeah, that's
He's-
great. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I figured out.
You're like a year behind.
no. I knew about him for a while, but I wanted to save it for the podcast.
Yeah. It's he's good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you want to get off your chest, Dan?
Not really. I mean, I've said I'm more or less I invite you guys onto my show so you can defend your team before this
Brandon
season
didn't really
starts.
defend his team.
I mean, he talked a little bit. Yeah, he talked a lot. His team's not good. Your team's not good. Nobody's team's good. I'm gonna win the championship.
I was
What
really
it
upset.
comes
I was
down
like,
to.
Brandon's good, but
See.
he'll edit it in like 2 weeks.
I mean,
What
well,
happened to the solo cast
so
that
I
you're
have to
supposed do?
say, this is my closing remarks will be this. I wanted to do one every week, and I had a little bit of a COVID scare.
That would
and
have been the perfect time.
When but there was like it was so bad being locked in your house, not being able to leave other than walking Layla
Oh, I know.
for fucking almost 2 weeks until I got my results back.
I was in there for 2 weeks.
It's terrible.
I didn't go get tested, but I was just sick.
You didn't get tested.
The government's trying to control us.
It's the goddamn mask. Maybe that'll be the
Hey,
ending.
Josh, watch the podcast.
Oh yeah, you got his alert. Josh will watch it. He's a fan. He tried to censor me, but well, he did censor me.
Then I'm like, okay, why are you just saying it's only these people? Which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I would cut that. But the thing that pissed me off so much is he threw a temper tantrum about me saying, is he a white? Is he a good white? Because I don't want a lot of them.
Yeah.
Which is silly.
No one's going to see this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys aren't
Yeah, no
fucking influencers. No one cares about you. You're on a fucking podcast
how
that gets
hard it is
30
to-
fucking views.
You know how hard it is to find your account?
Exactly. Like, it's not even like that. Or we're
You
not
have
fucking...
to go out of your way to find it.
What are you gonna do? I exercise my right to say whatever I want.
Brandon, just say what you want right now about... Let's get political, because it's just going to all get cut out. We can cut the camera.
If it gets cut out, I'll talk some political shit.
I don't want to talk political shit. This isn't a political podcast,
Human
but
rights aren't
I don't
political,
like
Brandon.
I don't like being restricted. If I want to say fucking Ellen DeGeneres can fuck off, I should be able to say Ellen DeGeneres can fuck off.